I haven't done an interview in a while. I was like, how do you start? Live at 115, it's the Castle Show. Quinn 92,
nice
welcome.
reunion we're having today.
I know. I'm super excited. I was looking up online. The last time we spoke to each other was back in 2018, which feels like it wasn't that long ago.
I mean, no, it feels like forever ago to me.
Do you think so?
Oh, yeah.
I
feel like anything like pre-2020, like pre-pandemic, feels just like a lifetime ago for me.
No, well, for me, I kind of skip out the pandemic part, so it feels like it was like 2 years ago. It's like, no, it's almost 8, actually.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Wild. So, in tradition of what we've kind of spoken about in the last 2 interviews that this is the part you're dreading. I don't know why, but for some reason, it's always been around some type of Selena Quintanilla celebration. So,
which makes no... Because if you know me, you know I love Selena.
Exactly. That's exactly
I'm like the
why.
least Spanish artist of all time.
So with every interview, I've taught you a little bit of Selena, putting you on.
Yeah.
Today, we're not talking about Selena, though. Today, we're going to be singing some Bad Bunny.
Okay. I
can do.
I know a little bit of Bad Bunny.
Do you know Debí tirar más fotos?
I can't say I do. Well, V does. Our tour manager V might need to come in here and translate for a second.
So the song is essentially about I should have taken more photos. I should have hugged you. I should have kissed you a little bit more.
Wasn't that his album?
Yes, that was the name of the album.
Chairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would you like to learn some of that today?
Sí.
So it's Debí tirar más fotos.
Say the first word again.
Debí tirar más fotos.
Debí tirar más fotos. Más fotos.
Good. De cuando te tuve.
De cuando te tuve.
Debí tirar más besos.
Debí. Is there an R in there?
Tirar.
Yeah. Debí tirar. What was the second half?
Más besos.
Más besos.
Y abrazos.
Bezos. Was it?
Y abrazos.
Y abrazos.
Las veces. Que pude.
Que pude.
You want to keep going?
I thought you were about to be like, now recite the whole thing.
Now put it all together.
Yeah,
Debí tirar más fotos. Y ojalá que los míos nunca se muden.
Y ojalá...
That's a lot. I'm sorry. Thank you for being such a trooper.
V, come here. No, come on.
But no, now you need to learn. There's a big game, happening, and it would be good for you to, know some of the lyrics, and you can sing along.
It's going to be helpful.
The second part is, ojalá que los míos nunca se muden.
Ojalá que...
Los míos
nunca
se muden.
Se muden.
Y si hoy me emborracho.
This doesn't even sound like Spanish, I feel like.
What does it sound like?
It's like Portuguese or something. I don't know.
Okay, a little bit.
No.
I mean, Spanish, even Portuguese, I feel like it's a combination of French and Spanish.
Yeah.
So there's like words I'll understand it. Do you speak Portuguese?
No.
Okay.
I don't know why. Yeah.
No, give it up for Quinn 92. He did good with the Bad Bunny. All right, last time we spoke, 2018, a lot,
caliente.
right? It's a little warm in here. I'm even getting hot. Last time we spoke in 2018, there's lots that's happened since, and now you're a father. How has that been for you as far as like recording music, touring, even deciding to go on this tour?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a lot of, difficult, challenging decisions you're thinking about how you approach your career in a whole different way.
Oh, totally. I'm still figuring out for sure. V knows this. We've been mentioning V a lot, but like my tour manager, my whole crew, they've seen how much I've kind of tried to navigate this tour with seeing my family and spending time. And I've been flying. I literally just flew in today. I was in LA the last few days because we had a few days off. So went home to see them. And this is the second time I've done that now. But trying to find little ways to go and see them and spend time. They were going to come on the bus, but we just decided it's probably not the best idea.
How old is your daughter?
She's over 1.5. She'll be 2 in December.
Okay.
So I know other artists who have done this with kids that age who are that young, but for me, I just feel like for example, I'm not sleeping great on the bus, and I doubt that she'll be able to sleep well if myself and other crew members are having a tough time. And also, I just like these venues and everything that we're experiencing on the road. They're not necessarily very kid friendly. So my wife and I were just sort of picking our battles and being like, okay, if we have to spend a little time apart, but it like eliminates the headache of having a crying baby everywhere, it's probably worth it, you know? So I've been doing these trips home every now and then, and that's been really nice. It's kind of like revitalizing and kind of gets me back to my base level of like, okay, now I can go back on the road and, you know, play shows and I'm invigorated again and all this stuff. But it's been good. I mean, and with making the album too, like, I think it was so cool about this new project was it allowed me to kind of see that outside of music, there's something more important, you know? And my whole perspective on just career and what I want from it and life and all that stuff has really changed. And it allowed me to kind of go into the album process and not think about it too much, not overthink it, and not try and make the biggest songs in the world, and just kind of get out of my own way and let things flow naturally. And yeah, I attribute that literally all to being a dad and my daughter. And
are you like, damn, I should have had a kid sooner?
Yeah, right. Cool. I know. No, but it's been really good. It's been honestly a really like how would I say it? Like very like humbling and sobering to like just see a kid's perspective and how they look at life, and it just reminds you like, oh yeah, that's what the album's about. It's like gratitude and like life's pretty great. And I think we run around all day complaining, but like, you know, she's so fascinated with the grass and the swing outside, and it's like we just kind of
like, you know what, the grass is really nice.
Yeah. I mean, really,
we all should be touching it.
Yeah, really though. Yeah, I know it probably sounds like I'm on drugs or something, but
no,
it's true though. It's like there's all these little things that we kind of overlook. So it's been very nice to live life through her eyes, so to speak.
I was gonna say, I mean, I read somewhere this is your 10th tour already.
Yeah, I think so, including some of the ones that I've opened up for with other artists. This is the 10th tour.
That's a pretty big milestone there. What would you say about like this tour compared to your first one that you wish you knew, going on the road for the first time?
I think
now you're a little seasoned.
I know. You'd think I would learn more by now, but I feel like I'm
it's time to
go. Figuring it out. Yeah, I think reminding myself that, I mean, this is a very like obvious one, but for me, I'm still figuring it out. Like taking care of yourself is very important, and eating healthy and trying to move around during these days where it's a lot of downtime and you're just sitting waiting to play a show. That stuff impacts your show if you're not taking the conscious effort to stay healthy on the road. So I think I would have told myself back then to be like, okay, we're going to go to Alabama today, and there's probably just going to be fast food everywhere, but try and make good decisions and don't treat this as like a party and you can just eat junk food and think everything's going to be great for the next 6 weeks. It's like you really have to be proactive about what you're putting into your body and how you're spending your days, and not just like rotting away in your hotel room.
Right. It's not the traditional 9 to 5, but you also have to create some sort of discipline for yourself.
Totally.
And obviously, I mean, it has to be there because you've come this far, right? There's some elements of discipline within
I
you,
think
right?
I'm not really lucky, honestly.
Not when you've been creating, what is this, the 7th studio album? There's got to be some discipline or like some, I guess, pattern or routine that you follow or try to get into, or is it a feeling that you're like, you know what? I think it's time to make some music again.
I mean, I think it's just that passion to make things, like making art, making music for me is like my favorite thing to do. And it's funny because, you know, when people ask like, oh, like how have you made 7 albums now? I don't even think of it like that. I truly just, you know, like I make the project, I go tour ends, and then this just happens to be my favorite thing in the world. So I'm like, what else am I going to do? I might as well just go make more music. And now it's a little, you know, it's more to juggle with being a dad and things like that. But like, it's my favorite hobby, and it just so happens to be my job, and I'm very grateful. But I really do mean that. Like, it's you know, it's one thing to like force yourself to be creative and be like, all right, you know, time to pump out this music to make some money this year. But I don't even think of it that way. It's just what I want to do once I'm done traveling with performing and stuff. Yeah, so I'm very blessed. I know a lot of people don't have that luxury, and so I definitely remind myself of that. Yeah.
7th studio album, but the catalog goes back a little bit further than that.
Yeah.
I was digging through SoundCloud, and I saw some
the cobwebs of SoundCloud.
Yes, I still love SoundCloud. Actually,
So do
just
I.
kind of letting it run and like being surprised and Shazamming. What was I gonna say? Oh, I saw a collab that I didn't know that existed with you and Alchemist.
So okay, what song was that? This is funny.
I think I had written
We
that.
didn't actually collaborate.
Okay.
I just ripped his beat off YouTube.
And I wasn't sure because there's also Muramasa and
Dude,
stuff like
dude,
that. I'm like,
yeah.
oh my God, he was onto some cool shit pretty early.
Yeah. No, that was literally me just like stealing beats off YouTube and putting their names in the title. So if they saw it, they wouldn't be like, who the hell is this kid ripping our...
No, that's what I figured too. I wasn't sure. So I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. And luckily those didn't get honestly too big. So I wasn't dealing with any lawsuits. They were just kind of like these free little like mixtape songs on SoundCloud. But yeah, trust me, Muramasa, I would still love to work with The Alchemist or Muramasa right now. Like, those are some of my favorite producers. Yeah.
So fire.
Yeah.
Are you listening to any of the current Alchemist projects?
With like Larry June
Yes.
And
I think with Erykah Badu, they just did
yes.
one. I haven't
Freddie
heard that
Gibbs.
one yet.
I mean, Action Bronson's one of my favorite artists, so like I know all. That's kind of how I got actually like. I'd known about The Alchemist forever because I would like download his beats on these rap websites to write over, but I didn't realize it was the same dude when I started getting into Action Bronson and like. Do you know the show like Fuck That's Delicious and all that stuff he does? Yeah, so which would be a good segue for the mustard, but we won't get there yet. But yeah, it's like I got into him because he was like this foodie but also this artist, and then I found Alchemist through him and all this stuff. But yeah, I think he's like one of the better, if not top 3 producers in the industry right now.
I would agree.
Incredible.
And especially just that one-on-one work is putting out together or projects together with artists.
I like that he does that.
Yes.
Yeah, it shows that he's intentional and he like wants to build a body of work rather than just hop from single to single.
Yeah.
And I love that. We don't have enough of that, I feel like, right now. Everything's just like quick, get my money and go. Rather, he's doing it the old-fashioned way, I guess. So
the old-fashioned way.
Which is so sad to say because that's like the way it should be, in my opinion. But
well, I almost
not
feel
many
like
people.
that's kind of what some of the music industry is trying to get back to as far as like marketing and rollouts and stuff. You see the Cardi B rollout. She's on the street trying to sell
Chance the Rapper was doing that too.
Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole nother level of conversation. I think recently I saw him talking about it again and how he really changed the game being an independent artist, putting out that body of work and then winning Grammys off of it.
Crazy.
Crazy. I was listening to, speaking of your early on music, I took a screenshot of it earlier today and it caught my ear because I heard a lot of, it was native tongue.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it just sounded like a lot of
The
just
soul.
early manifestation.
Yeah.
Is there, first, do you believe in manifestation, or is there ways that you kind of put that into your music now, especially when you're, thinking about your family, your daughter, their future?
Yeah. I don't know.
That was real deep. Sorry.
No. No, this is literally, again, V, I'm bringing you up again, as they will attest. We have had very deep conversations this tour, like late at night, and the crew is more of an older, like we're all kind of, not old, but like, either whatever.
Hey, we're in our 30s. It's not old.
Yeah, right. Point being is we're all like these like young little philosophers, and we like to like get deep. So I love this question. I feel like I wouldn't say I like sit around and like light candles and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna manifest that tonight's show goes amazingly. I think rather, and Patty, our drummer, shout out to Patty, she just got this amazing tattoo that says, it's basically, what does it say? It's like prayer through movement, essentially. And basically what it is, it's like, no, faith through action. And it's like, you can't just hope something's going to happen without putting the footsteps towards that. It's like you have to have that thought first, but then put it into action. So I'm more of a believer of like, yeah, you can manifest whatever you want, but it doesn't mean sit and hope it's going to happen. It's like, hope it's going to happen, but actually apply yourself to those things actually getting done, And so I think that's where I would...
I'm indifferent about manifestation too, or the way people talk about it as if, hey, I said this. Oh, I said this 20 or 10 years ago.
Right.
And then that's how it happened.
But
there was a lot of work that went from this to this.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy though? I like remember myself years, like when I was younger, being like praying. I was like, God, like I want a great job. I want like I want to find like my wife someday, and all these things. And looking back now, having those things now, like I do wonder if that was me like putting it in the universe and something was happening, whether you're religious or you're not, you're more spiritual, like it doesn't really matter the definitions in my opinion, but like I do wonder if something heard that and was like let's see, like let's put this into motion. So I do think there is something about prayer and putting things in, speaking them into existence, but I'm like I said, I'm a firm believer that you can't just sit on your butt and hope that it's going to happen without taking those necessary.
Or even in that case with your family, talking about that, and maybe you didn't purposely go towards that, but you purposely didn't do the things that would move you away from that either.
Yeah.
Damn, I feel like I just said some shit right now.
Boom, 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 boom.
Air horns. Let's talk about Mustard Mike.
Yeah. If you love manifestation, you're going to love this.
You're going to love
Michigan cherry bourbon mustard.
I was really excited when I saw this pop up on my timeline. I'm like, hell yeah, I love mustard, and hell yeah, I hope he brings some, and hell yeah, Quinn 92 brought in the mustard. I did. See, there's the tie-in. I got to tell you, one of my favorite snacks religiously in high school, I would come home, toast some bread, make some scrambled eggs, and drench them in mustard, and that was my sandwich every day.
Really?
I'm gonna do that with
like
this.
Like a breakfast sandwich kind of.
Basically, but that drenched in mustard.
I actually put mustard on a breakfast sandwich I made recently. This mustard, and it was very, very good. So
I believe it.
Yeah.
What was the process of coming up with these? Because you have two different ones, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's the process of making the recipe taste testing or?
Luckily, we have a manufacturer in Florida who gets dirty and like makes this for us. I tried making them in my garage, and it was a nightmare. My whole house smelled like vinegar for like weeks, and it was just like I need to, maybe pay someone and like give up a little percentage of my company.
Yeah, like maybe someone that knows a little bit more about mustard.
Right. And so basically the process is like we work with this manufacturer, and I tell them exactly what I want, and we go back and forth for like months with little like samples, like demos in the music world. You could use it as a metaphor, and we're just tasting them. My wife is also helping me out, and we just compare notes, and like it's like wine, it's like, oh, I get this note of bark or cherry or vanilla, and
the top note is this, the bottom note.
Right. I'm a mustard snob for sure. No, but it's a lot of back and forth of like, okay, can we reduce the acidity, or can we add more, in this case, like more of a bourbon flavor? And it's really just going back and forth like that, and then we settle on a flavor, and then we start promoting it. And it's like, it's awesome. I grew up, and I still love mustard, but that was my nickname growing up, was Mustard Mike, which is the name of the company, because my real name is Mike, and I would put mustard on everything. And people are like, this is kind of gross, so we're just going to call you Mustard Mike. And then as my career in music got a little bigger, I was like, what's a cool side project I can do to kind of show fans this other side of me? And we just went with this, yeah. So it's been this like passion thing of mine that I just wanted to show fans, but now it's getting to the point where it's becoming a little bigger than intended, and we're hoping to get it into like more wholesale websites, and hopefully everyone around the country can get access to it, even if you don't know who I am or my music. You can just get the mustard.
I know. I started Googling. Can I pull up the Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, one of these? Do they have it yet?
I know. We're in the process still, but hopefully one day you'll see us competing with like Heinz and the big boys. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's a competitive space, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
The condiment space?
Yeah.
Well, I believe it, because I do get lost in the condiment aisle at the grocery store. Whoa.
I gotta write a diss track on all the mustard brands that I own.
That would be great. I love when I see brands like
Wendy's.
Wendy's?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. I'm like, what?
Just
who's
hired
behind
this
this
like
account?
Gen Z, a social media kid.
Right? That would be crazy.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
To wrap up the interview, I wanted to see if I can help out some of your fans by having you answer some unanswered comments on your social media.
Okay. I love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will
No
you
Bad
love
Bunny
it,
lyrics.
though? Will you?
Yeah.
Just kidding. They're not too tough here. One of the questions, I forgot to write down their app, but I'll definitely add it in the video. Will violins ever be released on DSPs?
Oh, wow. Someone asked me that in the meet and greet recently. The plan is yes. What they're referring to, for people that don't know what that is, it's the very first song that I ever made.
Good.
Yeah. And it's on SoundCloud.
I heard it.
Yeah,
I heard it.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Thank you. And actually, that song we're giving out this small vinyl as part of the meet and greet, where it's one side of the vinyl is that song, and the other side is a song that didn't make this new album. So you're kind of, it's like the oldest and newest thing I've like made. So it's this cool sort of, you get to kind of hear the evolution of my sound on this one vinyl. But yeah, the idea is to make that officially like a 2025 or 26 whatever release where it's on like DSPs. It just sounds, we're kind of figuring out like, do we re-record the whole thing because it sounds like it was made a really long time ago, or is that kind of where the magic is and we just like let it be as it is? And yeah, because it's me rapping and I don't really rap anymore, so it kind of feels outdated, but also I think that's what people like about it. So we'll see. I don't know. But yeah, the answer is yes. We're going to put it out for sure.
Hell yeah. And I was confused because as I'm scrolling through TikTok, checking out fan pages, someone had posted a video of it with the vinyl, and I was like, wait, so is it out or is it not out? And then I, went down
a small percentage of people have access to it outside of SoundCloud.
That's actually really cool. That's a really cool special thing to give fans. All right, next one. This one's from Alan Stone.
Really?
He said, "Yo, did you get more puppy love without me?"
Oh, I saw this actually.
What is he talking about?
Yeah. Sounds creepy if you don't know what the context of what he's talking about.
Puppy love or what's going on?
We had puppies come again. A fifth shout out today. Coordinated tour manager of the year. Coordinated these puppies to come to the venue. This local animal shelter. I think we were in Philadelphia, and they came and brought like 4 pit bull little puppies that we could play with just before the show, just to kind of like keep everyone's sanity in check. We've learned puppies is a good way to kind of keep people from overthrowing myself as boss, keeping my minions in check. But it was. I literally almost told my wife I'm like coming home with a puppy, but with my daughter, and we already have a dog. She's like, I will kill you if you come home with another dog.
You know what's crazy is, because I have 2 dogs myself, but before we got her, the second dog was gifted to us.
Oh, really?
By surprise.
Was that like terrifying?
I was terrified because it was gifted to my boyfriend for his birthday, and I was like trying to hide my emotion, like, oh, you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Like, what? Because I was freaking out. Like, 2 dogs, this is crazy. But if anything, they keep each other company. So
what kind of dogs are they though?
They're 2 pit bulls.
Oh, okay. So you're actually familiar. Yeah. I want a pit bull so bad.
They're so sweet, but I can also understand with the baby, like why people have their inhibitions about it. But no.
Alan was like, I think what he was referring to then is that in another city, I think I posted a picture.
There's more puppies?
Yeah, I posted a video or something from that same day, but I think he thought it was from another city because Alan's not on the whole tour. So I think what he was saying was, did you get to hang out with more puppies in a different city? And to that, Alan, I would say no, I would never do that to you.
Oh, no puppy love without me. Last one. Quinn 92. Live album when?
So today we're actually just talking about that. We're working on we played Red Rocks earlier this year, and we're working on a live Red Rocks album. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but we're in the process of we've never made a live recorded album, and it's kind of tricky to mix those and get it sounding like you're there, because that's the whole, I think,
the audience.
Yeah, you want all of those little details. So we're doing that right now, but it's just taking a little longer than we had anticipated. But yeah, there's going to be hopefully this side of the year a live album from that show, which I'm very pumped for. Yeah.
Red Rocks is definitely on my bucket list
have
of
you
venues.
been?
No, not yet.
Seriously?
Every so often I'll check like the calendar to see what shows I can check out,
Yeah.
but it never lines up.
Really?
But I would love to go. That's yeah.
You'll have to come. Well, I think we're going to try and do it next year again. You'll have to come to the show.
Hell yeah, that would be.
Have you been to a show of mine? Did you like?
I think the very first one.
Yeah. Where was that?
Dang on the spot. He's like,
Yeah.
have you even?
Do you like my
there?
music?
I told you. I was listening.
Start speaking Spanish.
Nah,
No sé.
yo no sé. Quinn 92.
Thanks, guys.
I was able to go to the first one, and yeah, that was at Crescent, which was really cool. Also to see artists come in, and each time you come to this city, the venue sizes are leveling up. So that's really dope.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So good to see you again. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Now we can
Quinn
chat.
92 at Arizona Financial Theater tonight. Thank you so much for stopping by the Castle
My pleasure.
Show.
Anytime. The fire alarm went off.